I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do want to love you,
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we're checking out the music video for Token featuring REN. This is fresh off the presses, and it's What Does Your Love Look Like? And you know, it's funny because it says featuring REN. And in my opinion, I'm just going to give my opinion here. You know, a feature typically in our industry would be someone just dropping a verse, right? Someone popping in, or they're on tour, they record a verse in the studio or on the tour bus and they send it, or they come into the studio and just drop a verse. Yo, I got the feature. But with this, the way Token and REN work together, I would argue this is a collaborative effort, a collaboration. I'd call it a collaboration. Yeah, that's what I'd call it. Anyways, whoo, this one's a heater, you guys. And he got some heat rock on this new album. I have heard this song, but I have not seen this music video. The music video just dropped, like just a little bit ago. So we're here rocking with it. Anyways, if you guys are here for a Token reaction, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, it feels good to be home. Just got back from Belgium literally a day ago. And yeah, man, back on the turf. I did a cool collaboration with Anthony Ray. We actually reacted to a Token song, Peter, featuring Tech 9. And that's on Anthony Ray's channel if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, man, been making the dream work, if you want to say. But it feels good to be home. One big thing I wanted to tell y'all before we get into this reaction, I don't really perform that much anymore. I don't do shows like that unless it's a special occasion or a special thing. But I'm going to be bringing Knox Hill and Victus to Colorado, and we're all going to be performing in Denver at the Roxy Theater on September 20th. I'll link the ticket link in the description for that show if you want to rock with us. Other than that, man, I got my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World. Over there, I do commentary. Over here is where we do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to the reactions early, we have a membership for that. Link in the description. Don't ever stress it. Whatever's in the membership will be released publicly eventually. So, hey, thank you guys for the support. Huge shout out to all the members on the channel. Let's get this reaction started. Now, this is on Token's channel. Please jump over his channel and watch this video without me. Stream Token's album without me. Go buy his, all that good stuff. We always want to send people over to the original content creator and support. That's the least we can do as a reaction channel. And, you know, y'all know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with these labels right now and reaction channels, but we're going to rise above it and keep things moving. So I'm excited to get into this, man, and have a conversation about this song, even in more depth than the first time I heard it on the channel. This is Token, What Does Your Love Look Like, featuring the one and only REN. Let's go. We are products of what
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Before REN gets into it here, I love the visuals and how they kept it simple and told the story of the subject matter in the song. Sometimes a music video can derail you because the music video in itself is an art piece, right? It's its own piece of art. And sometimes with just the audio track, you can close your eyes and create your own interpretation of certain songs. And with this one, they're kind of guiding you through the interpretation. And I like it because they kept it simple, but they also kept it very on point with the messaging in the music. Now, when we go to the music, there's this emotional build in the music. And there's this introspective representation of Token and them really opening up and be vulnerable. But as the more I listen to this hook, what does your love look like? Your love is almost defined by, what did he say at the beginning? You are the product of what you see, right? And there's a saying, you're the product of your environment. So what does your love look like? And the hook, it's so simple just to say, what does your love look like? But the depth, the layers of that is, we a lot of times become the things we see, right? So what does your love look like? And this went a moment further as I'm doing this reaction than my first reaction, is because I hear this and I want to take a step away, a step out, and ask, what does my love look like for my children? Like, because of the way they wrote this, it makes me step outside of my own self. And what is the type of relationship I have with my wife, and what are my children seeing? Because essentially they become very similar. And this song portrays this so well, and that concept, and now the video to add on and show that depth that, on a surface level, I'm just like, oh, what does your love look like? But when you really get into the meat and potatoes of it, there's so much depth here. And then the fact that they're opening up and really, really taking you to their life, what they've been through, being vulnerable, and just putting it out there in the open for people to hear and see is super dope. Anyways, let's keep it moving. We about to get into REN's verse here. This is Token, What Does Your Love Look Like? The official music video. Remember, go check this out. And let's go. They filmed this. Actually, we'll talk about that in a minute, but this is dope.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night, and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and the fact made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that come to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough, and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
I don't know if REN took part in the production, because REN is a producer as well, but this build, when he comes in and does a bridge, then goes into the hook, then drops a verse, like, it's seamless. And And like I said, there's this build in this song to that moment. And it creates like this explosive emotional effect. And when he goes through his story again, Ren even gets more in depth. Like it's like they're passing the baton, like they're, you know, in a relay race, passing the baton, going back and forth, or like good sparring partners, because they're both laying it on the line, but have two different experiences, right? And Ren's experience, there's this moment in here, and this goes back to what I was saying about what does your love look like? Looking inside, like what does my love look like? And he's almost giving us this example of therapy, being in therapy and being like, well, what does it look like? I asked myself the question, my therapist said this, so I'm going back to figure out what it looks like and where I got this lens of love. And he talks about a relationship with his mother and father and how turbulent it was. And then you fast forward to the driving scene, which reminds you of Ren's music video, Power, a little bit. Obvious Ren wasn't driving in that music video, but for some reason that moment stuck out to me, because in Power, he talked about taking these negative things and the thing that got him away from that was his music, which gave him power and the power to overcome these things. And he mentions his mother and father in there. So I thought it was ironic he was in that car scene, which is super dope. The other thing that I wanted to highlight is because I stalk Ren and Token. I'm a stalker. No, I'm playing. But, yo, son. Anyways, I knew they recorded this because I've been seeing, so I'm homies with Chris Webby. And so like we all follow each other, right? And I saw that they recorded this video at Chris Webby's house. You know, the B-roll they're putting together, you know, like Token's team created this B-roll, but this scenes between Token and Ren were, I believe, shot at Chris Webby's house because, you know, Chris Webby and Ren just shot they recorded a whole album together. So all these different independent artists are coming together and really popping off, and this is dope. I'm actually bringing Chris Webby with my team, Strong Survive, to Colorado Springs, July 12th. So I'm going to try my hardest to get an interview from Webby for the channel and go in depth about this collaboration with him and Ren. I think that'd be fun. I think you guys would enjoy that full circle moments. But let's get back to this. So they're both opening up with these vulnerabilities, and we're having this emotional build to coincide with the lyrics and the music. So I just think when artists are able to do that and then seal the deal with a music video like this, where, in my opinion, I don't know, I felt like there was a callback in Ren's verse to even that joint he did with Sam Tompkins where he's driving, but Power. There's something about him being in power and, you know, overcoming and using music to be his power. I think there's something there. But, yeah, man, we rocking with Token. This is What Does Your Love Look Like? The video just dropped, so make sure you go check this out on his channel and keep getting those iTunes joint. He was #1 on iTunes. We'd like to keep him there. Show love to the indie artists, you know what I mean?
Like one more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you needed help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Yeah, man. I relate to this. You know, I have both my parents in the household, but my father didn't have a dad. So there was ways he didn't understand how to communicate with us. He was never emotional with us. If I'm just being honest, he never really even hugged me and just said, I love you, I'm proud of you, son, growing up. It just never happened. However, as I got older, I started seeing, what does his love look like? My dad chose to be, so this is kind of a crazy story. I'm going to get personal for a second because I think it's the right time. But when I don't know if I was 4, like I don't remember this, but my dad left. He left. He had a girlfriend in Germany, I believe, and he left us and he was gone. And my mom was a soldier. And I don't know the context of this, but she just flew out to Germany and was like, look, you have 2 boys, you have 2 sons. You're going to choose right now. You're going to choose either your family or your girlfriend. And this is going to be a definitive choice for the rest of your life. And my dad chose us. And he came back and raised us our whole life. So when I think of these things, and then I think of even my actions with women, you know, relationships I've had with women in the past and different things, not, you know, I didn't have my dad to help me navigate relationships or help vet the girls I was dating and stuff like that. And I think it's important for a father to be extremely involved in his children's lives, especially if you have daughters nowadays. I mean, it's with both. Actually, it's with both. Let me not say that. I think just because I have daughters, I'm like super protective. But this type of song opens up that conversation of what does your love look like? When I look back on my dad never really hugging us or holding us and saying, I love you, I'm proud of you. And, you know, my dad has done that recently. Now that I'm 45 years old, when I was 40, I remember we went on a walk and he's like, I didn't say this much when I was younger. It's like he had these epiphanies. And he still kind of has this little bit of coldness, but I see the love. I'm like, when you say, what does your love look like? It looks like, hey, I left this girlfriend I had to raise, support, and provide for you and the family, to always be there for you, to put martial arts in your life, to do all these amazing things that he did for me. And I am so appreciative of that. And his love looks different than mine because I learned from him not being sensitive, not having any emotion, and being cold and callous more so. And I am way more open and way more loving to my children and communicative. And that's what my love looks like because of his. So this song transcends. All of us could have a conversation in the comments about what does your love look like. And it's simple and straight to the point, and that's what we needed here. And I love the music video, and I love that I could re-listen to this song and do a reaction and still bring things out of it because of the depth of the meaning. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction, man. Again, I'm really here to support these dope independent artists and artists that actually go to bat for us. You know, Token hitting us up, you know, Token hitting up the reactors and working with us. You know, REN working with us and, you know, trying to bypass all the nonsense at UMG and these type of things. It's really appreciated, and they don't have to do that. But regardless, I'm going to support indie. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support indie artists regardless. So, yo, shout out to Token. Shout out to the bro, REN. And I'm excited to see where things go. Catch me, Knox Hill, Invictus in Denver, September 20th. And, man, go rock with Token's new album. You know I'm going to be here for all the REN releases that's on the way, man. I'm going to rock out with my family for the 4th of July, and I'll be back. And when REN starts dropping, we're going to be dropping too. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Much love, light, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.